Live every night on the Halos in the Infield Baseball Network.
Think about it. We'll get into everything that we're going to get into as we go along, but I got to rant real quick. But why would you throw out an inexperienced pitcher in a game you're still close in? And I don't care what the record is. You show up for a fucking rivalry game. But he's actually talking to him constantly. That is a sign of a really, really good coach.
It's the ToddFox postgame podcast with your host, ToddFox.
Because the only thing I want to yell is fuck! Hey, welcome into another episode of Halos in the Infield with your host, ToddFox, and the venerable pregame show, man.
Pregame James, I'm happy to be here on short notice. Man, that parking lot was awful, so that's why we just got here now.
Yeah, sorry about coming on a little late. James, the producer, is in studio with me today. As the Angels get a victory, who would have thunk it? As we were in attendance tonight because of 714 tickets. Go to the apply code and put HITI in there. Our good friend won a free jersey because of that, and he was in last year's jersey of the month. If you put Heedy in the promo, you get 10% back. You get 5% for a future purchase, and you could use the Heedy code for not just baseball, basketball, hockey. You could use it for live music events too. So with that being said, that's our sponsor. Let's get started on what happened tonight. The Angels take on Game 1 for the Rangers tonight. Dane Dunning took on Tyler Anderson. Thoughts on Tyler Anderson?
Well, again, he walked too many. That was unfortunate. You know, he unfortunately...
And by the way, real quick, we got to christen this one. There you go.
Cheers,
all right,
y'all.
go ahead.
Yeah, no, he had a tough outing. There's no doubt about it. I don't have the numbers with me. My phone's dead. But I was hoping to see better to continue from what he did in Milwaukee.
Yes.
At least go 6, but he didn't get through that. I was hoping for better. You mentioned Dunning. He's always an issue against the Angels. He's only been around since 2020, but the start spots that he's had, he's been really good. Excuse me. So I'm so joyful after this win.
Yeah, you know what? We were walking around a bit, me and James, and we ran into a few other people in there. And you know what happened? It was just like the game was going by really quick. It was the first 6 innings seemed to be like a blur. And, the Angels really didn't get nothing going. And Tyler Anderson, for the most part, he got into walk trouble. I'll give you that on that one. But I think he got he didn't get any help from Taylor Ward getting turned around, dropping that ball that set up. It should have been a second out. Instead, it's second and third. There was also, the error by Rendon, right? So you had 2 errors, right?
Neto first and then Rendon later.
Yeah. So you had Rendon later, and so those errors, and then couple that with a misplay by Ward in left field, led to some runs that shouldn't have came in, and so it made it a little worse than it should have been. But in all actuality, you had the Angels get that huge. It was 4-0. They kept it close, and I think what we're gonna do, we're gonna talk about the stars of the game. We're gonna get into. I'm gonna give away the Stamos is because I might have killed it right there because. We've been giving it. Usually, it's set for the best player on the field, and we were keeping it to one. But the last 2 or 3 days, we've been giving it to multiple players, and we're like, you know what? Hell, we were there tonight, and it happened the way it did. We're gonna have a couple guys to give it to tonight. So let's get into the Stamos Awards. Oh, that John Stamos. He gets me every time.
I just want to sing the theme song right away every time I hear that.
Hell yeah. I'm telling you right now. So this was a game that went back and forth, as far as like your emotions, because it felt flat. We saw a lot of people leave in the 7th and 8th inning,
right after the 7th.
Yeah, and they were like, "Oh, this game's over." And then look what happened. So let's give you the stars, which we think, and I think we agreed upon it on the way home.
We had a lot of time to do that.
Yeah, we were stuck in traffic. But the first John Stamos Award I want to give away is to Jaime Becerra. Jaime came through in the clutch with as far as really good pitching. For his final stats, he had 4 innings pitched, 1 earned run, but only 3 hits, 3 strikeouts, and he did a good job. Let's just face it. I mean, he had to clean up there when the Angels weren't really doing good. That 1 run really, I mean, I wouldn't have charged that to him, but it is what it is. And but he kept the Angels in the game. He kept them within striking distance. And then my second Stamos has to go to Chad Wallach. Chad Wallach came through with a clutch. I mean, we were right there again on the right by the right field pole and on the floor, and we thought that was gone, but you could see it hit about a foot below the yellow line, and he almost tied it with 1 swing in the bat. He thought he got it, and it was great though. I mean, it was great to see the crowd going nuts because before he came up, people were already anticipating he was a tying run. Like, maybe we're going to see something special. And being there with the kids that, next to me and Steve Lease and everything and James and all the guys that came with us, it's like we were all anticipating. And to see the kids go crazy in our side, the Ohtani fans and people rushing back as soon as Wallach got that one off the wall, it was pretty great. Angel fans were on their feet. And then Renifo's coming up, and, we're like, oh, can he do it? Can he do it? Well, there's your third Stamos winner of the night. He came through with a big clutch hit. That one just dropped in front of the outfielders, and that's all we needed, man. The velo doesn't always have to work. Just poke one out in the outfield, let those runners run them, and Wallach ran about as fast as he could, made it in, and all of a sudden we're tied. And what was our thought right away, dude, when we couldn't get the next runner in when Neto got out?
Like, oh no, here we go again with the ghost runner for the loss.
Oh yeah, we were already anticipating, myself included, saying, "Oh man, here we go. We're gonna get into a loss here in extra innings because you know how we play in extra innings." Mm-hmm. But the great thing that happened was Texas laid off of the bunt after that first inside pitch. Estevez came out there and almost plunked the first batter, and then he decided to switch up his mentality, and he struck out. The next batter struck out, and then the next batter grounded out. That was enormous to get out of that inning without giving up a run. Then credit Texas right away. They walked Trout, the GOAT, didn't give him a chance to win the game. Ohtani tried to squeeze one through the infielders, but it turned into a force play. Then everyone was bitty, bitty, bung, bung, bitty, 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 bung, bung. They wanted Rendon to get that walk-off, and I guess he did. I mean, because the wild pitch and Zach Neto scored from third, and boy, that place went nuts. I haven't heard it that exciting, or at least the fans that excited in quite some time. What did you think?
Yeah, coming in, I remember telling a friend, I said, hey, we have to treat this like a playoff series. This in Houston. Not only because, the Angels are right there in second, Texas is right there, and then Houston's right behind us. So I wanted to take this as a playoff series and hopefully a playoff atmosphere. And that's what we got tonight. It sounded like, even with all those people who left in the 7th and 8th inning, there was still a lot of people there, almost 40,000 on the sweatshirt nights. So that helped out, having all those people out there. I mean, even the outfield was full of energy.
Oh, yeah.
Whenever they had the videos going in the downtime of the game, that was awesome. That felt like a playoff atmosphere. And I want to see that tomorrow as well.
Yeah.
I don't know about Sunday, but tomorrow, though, I want to see the same thing because you got the fireworks night, of course. A lot of people are off, so that would be nice to have the same environment tomorrow, and hopefully with the pitching matchup, that can happen.
And by the way, those hoodies tonight that they gave away, those aren't hoodies. Those are like paper thin, like what, T-shirts maybe, or it's a weird material that it has. I mean, it looks like a hoodie. It's not a hoodie. It's more like a nightie. It feels like pajamas you buy for your kids. But let's go to the Nacho night real quick because I think if you watch the game, you know who this went to.
All the chips, all the cheese, all the refried beans, all the onion and tomato and the guacamole, all the beef and jalapeno and the sour cream, all the nachos.
This one goes to a guy who said, "Keep my wife's effing name out your mouth." Yeah, that would be Will Smith. Will Smith gets the nachos tonight. He gets a big helping of it. He came in with a minuscule ERA, but he takes his second loss and gets a blown save tonight. An inning and a third pitched. I forgot they brought him out in the eighth inning to get out of that little mess right there, but he allowed 4 hits, 3 earned runs, and a walk, and he takes the loss tonight. So there you go right there. He gets the freaking nachos tonight. And do we give him the regular nacho in the helmet, or do we add a little spice to it, or do we give him the City Connect nachos?
I want to give him the City Connect nachos. I've been seeing that jerseys all around. Well, yeah,
I'm wearing one right now. Yeah,
I can't. You're there, but I can't see. No, yeah, man. I want to give him those because those are the special ones. And when you help my ball club win, you get something special.
There you go. I like that, man. Because all the pico de gallo that he can handle, Will Smith right there. Just don't talk about his wife, and you'll be fine. But you know, and Will Smith came from Atlanta, pitched really good. I think in the World Series at that first time they were in. But you know, being the Rangers closer, he's big for their bullpen. I'm telling you, they got some arms down there. So this is going to be a tight series, but to pull this one out, you know, I was not really feeling too good about this one at 3-0 through 6 because they really looked dead in the door. Now they were quick at bats, innings were going by pretty quick. It seemed like the Angels changed things up late, and they took a different approach, and things happened good.
Yeah, they couldn't get to Dunning. I mean, he only gave up he went 5 innings, only gave up 2 hits. He struck out 3, only walked 1, but no earned runs. Burke came in, got the hold, but then it started with Hernandez. You started seeing more hits off of him, the young Hernandez.
Yep.
Excuse me. It was weird with Will Smith, though. Usually he's really good, and maybe he's starting to decline. His ERA bloomed all the way to 3.75, so that's really odd to see for him.
It's really weird to see the Rangers having good pitching early, but they do. You know, Nathan Eovaldi, you know, he usually gets hurt.
Tomorrow's starter.
Yeah, he's tomorrow's starter, and then you got what's his name?
Martin Perez.
Martin Perez.
He'll start Sunday.
Who's leading the team with wins. So this is going to be a tough series, but to steal one, because obviously they stole one tonight. I mean, Texas played 3/4 of a football game and just didn't close it out in the fourth.
Yeah, that's always the fun. Well, excuse me. I don't think maybe it's the funnest because if that's a word. Look, you know, you're sitting there.
Modelo talking.
Yeah, you're sitting there and you're pissed because you're down.
Mm-hmm.
You start to score. You start to make it a game, so to speak. And then to steal one is demoralizing for the other team because they have to figure out how do we not let that happen again.
Yeah.
So they'll use the bullpen different. You know how the first weeks of the Angels season kind of went with the bullpen.
Yeah.
Or the first month at least. There was no really true starter. And now it looks like Estevez, who got the win tonight, may be that guy.
The shutdown guy.
Yeah,
the Iglesias, maybe.
Yeah.
Because he's 7 for 7 in saves and now, you know, getting the win. So we're going to throw it over here to the comments. Remember, we read everyone's comments as we go down the list from first to last, and then we'll take phone calls later on. We'll talk to you, the callers. We'll give that number out later on. But Vetter checks in with Captain Clutch. Keeve says we are winning the World Series. Athlete Film says Angels actually were able to win, to click all at the end.
Yeah.
The whole team was better when Estamos better says. Josh says this was a gimme victory. I don't know about that, man. They didn't give it away. Well, I think we took it.
Yeah, okay. I was going to say the same thing.
Go ahead. You want to read some more?
Oh, yeah. So Vetter, Michael. Every time I see Vetter, I think Eddie Vetter.
Okay.
Rangers blow pin for the Nacho night. Yeah, and remember, they get the City Connects.
Yeah, they do.
Of those. Kevin coming in saying, also, fuck Texas, overrated ass team. Been saying that all season.
Yep.
Excuse me, and all offseason. Now you were different on that. Excuse me, how we think about Texas, where they have a good team, they just have to put it all together, and they have been since. But you think that they'll fall?
Yeah,
why do you think that?
I think they're going to fade. But Bruce Bochy is going to teach them a hard lesson at the end of the season. I think he's going to find out who's going to be back next year, and this team will flourish next year. This is going to be a set 'em up season, sort of like what Seattle got, but no playoffs. That's just my projection for Texas. I think they'll be around. They're going to be a thorn in the side. They're going to play a lot tougher than they did last year and the years before, but I don't think they'll make the playoffs.
You know what the funny thing is? Excuse me. Bruce Bochy, it seemed like he wore out. He made a track. He wore out the path going to the mound from the dugout.
Mm-hmm.
It seemed like that tonight with all the pitching changes that were made.
Yeah, it was quite a few for Texas.
Yeah. Sidney LaCroix saying, how about Estevez? Yeah, he's been dominant. He got the first two batters out he faced with strikeouts and then a harmless out there. So he's been awesome.
Yep.
And he's, for now, proving that 2-year contract. We'll see about the rest of the season. And then the pressure to even get to him, that's the toughest. Now with 2 bullpen guys going to the Tommy John surgery, what are we going to do with those spots?
Yeah, let's talk about that real quick. Austin Warren, a guy who was figured to be a big part of the bullpen. Quijada as well. We knew about Quijada going in for Tommy John. He'll likely never pitch in an Angels uniform again. And Austin Warren may never, ever pitch in an Angels uniform again. Remember, he was brought back after being DFA'd, so he was holding on to his spot by a string, and now, that string is in his elbow, and that's torn. So both those guys are gone, unfortunately. We wish them the best of luck. We may or may never see him in an Angels uniform. If I had to bet, I'd say no. So we're going to have to move on. So that means Wantz gets pretty much promoted. We're going to see a few other young kids probably get promoted here in the next couple weeks. But again, you may not be able to because most of your pitchers have no options.
Mm-hmm. That's the toughest part about all that. So Kevin and Vetter saying my name. Grillmaster saying hello to me, hello back. We won in the rigged extra innings.
It worked this time.
I mean, just in the regular season. Jose saying, was at the game. Atmosphere was electric, light that baby up. And
absolutely.
Yeah, that was amazing to see. Vetter saying, producer of the star.
James, play that replay of the walk-off wild pitch there by Neto. Neto ran really fast, and I want to see the baby powder being poured onto that young man's head. I wish I could do the same to John Samos, but he's so damn greasy.
Oh, that's what was on his head after the game.
Yes.
Neto, because I was like, what's he wiping off? It was powder.
Yeah, it was all that baby powder.
All right. So, Grillmaster saying, Manfred shall not deny us.
Okay.
Sure. Excuse me. Kevin saying, James, replay that Ohtani ground ball to move the winning run to third. I mean, it was important. That was amazing, though. Yeah, how you mentioned, half inning in that inning, how Texas couldn't get the runner over.
Mm-hmm. That usually doesn't happen for us.
No.
We're usually that team like, no, not getting the runner over. And so it was nice to see that we can actually go to the bottom of the 10th and just get that one in to win.
Get a bunt down. That was odd not to see for Texas. Vetter saying, I won free tickets from 714 Tickets yesterday. I'm going to Wednesday's 1 p.m. game. Now, how did he win the free tickets, I wonder?
You've got to let us know in the comments.
Yeah, because I was like, what? Because I bought some. That's how I was able to make it tonight.
Yeah, you mentioned us. They really love us over there. So please, put in that code. Every time you put in a code, you get a chance to win a free Angels baseball jersey of your choice, or take the one we have on stock. So if you're willing to wait 2 weeks like Carmichael did, he's going to get his in a couple weeks. City Connect, go for it. If you want a free one now, you get a randomized retro jersey.
That's who won that, Carmichael.
Yeah, Carmichael won.
That's an awesome name.
Yep.
Excuse me. Grill Master saying Anderson, yeah, he walked 5. He did strike out 6, but you can't have that. You got to have his last start and the Oakland start.
I like Dan's comment there.
Dan saying, hola, bitches. Light that baby up. It's Miller time.
There
Or Modelo time.
Yeah, Modelo.
Brian saying, what a crazy game. First half looked like 2022 Angels Buttercups. Second half is who we need to be.
Absolutely.
We need to show fight. We need to show something and hit more.
And then James Lewis checking in with the
balls.
Tonight, it's time for you to check out what I want. I want balls and John Stamos.
I love that. Now, I'm in trouble with that name, Josh Sabors. Is the S silent? Is it just Boars?
I just go with whatever you say. I mean, that's what I used to do with Steve Elise. I would be like, Tabora. Just read her last name. I could not say her first name.
There you go. Grillmaster saying balls and your no. Malou saying what a comeback, and shout out to you, man. Hopefully we can meet up sometime.
James, cool.
He's from Bellflower. He knows that, or everybody knows that. Sean Ireland, shout out to you. Light that baby up and leave it on for the night. Grillmaster saying the Angel slapped the shit out of the balls. Will Smith.
Dan says Revenge of the Fifth. Here we go.
Oh boy.
Brian says Biaria stayed strong for 4 innings. He's proving to be a valuable piece in the pen. Much agreed right there.
And it's much needed because we are short of people right now. That's what it seems like. Grillmaster saying time for a Cinco de Mayo celebration. What is it?
Give Esteves Estamos puts up a 0 in the rigged innings. Nah, he did a good. See how it skipped ahead right there? You're my witness.
That is, I'm right here.
Yeah.
Grillmaster saying for the Rengifo hit, I saw the night light.
The highlight, he means.
Yeah, he said highlight. That's what he meant. Surprised Tavares did not try to pursue it. It was close enough to him, but hey, a win is a win.
It was not close. It dropped a few feet in. Had he went for it, it probably would have skipped back behind him anyway, and you would have had a double or a triple possibly. There was a couple plays on there, the diving plays by Renfroe.
Yes.
He made that look super easy in right field. That I don't know what inning that was in. Eighth inning. Yeah. He went over there and he made like a Garrett. You remember how Garrett Anderson would make those easy, nice sliding diving catches, and it just looked effortless. And some people are like, "Man, that's like the laziest dive I've ever seen." Well, Renfroe's looked like that too. I mean, he just made the catch, got up, and walked. I was like, "Wow, that's a nice play."
And Garrett Anderson was in the booth, I think, the last homestand, and he was mentioning this. He was like, "Why he didn't really." It seemed like he didn't really care when he played, or there was no heart or effort.
Yeah.
No, he would just learn how to play certain batters and be in the right spot. At least that's what he said.
Yeah.
Vetter saying 5 in a row. We may never lose again. Time to sweep all of Texas this week.
I would love that.
Ephraim Quezada saying Otani walks up to the plate knowing Trout is going to get walked. He was behind the plate before Trout took his equipment off, and I didn't catch that because I was reading something else maybe.
Exactly. Randy says Angels win and fast time walks away from Angels baseball. No. Little Wayne says neither Wallach or Theis have options left. As crazy as it sounds, this duo is working, and if Stassi ever comes back, I don't want either of them to let go for Statue Stassi. And Little Wayne, I think our sentiments are all like, look, I said it last night on the post game. I want to get your thoughts on it, James. When we were told that it was going to come down to Wallach and our boy, dude, I thought for sure we were going to be in trouble. But if you've seen the last 2 weeks by these guys, and even when Wallach was called up, they're both calling, with the exception of that stupid game in Boston that Theis did, they're both calling rather good games. They're not defensively particularly sound because Theis keeps wanting to do what Suzuki did last year and throw the ball in the outfield. But they're hitting. And that's something that we didn't get from the catching spot at all last year. We had the hope of Ohapi being the man this year, but unfortunately what happened to him happened. And yes, we're hoping that everything works out for Stassi, but that will be a problem now because Wallach is a keeper. Theis is turning into a keeper. What do we do?
Well, first, I know we do not go after Gary Sanchez. I know that was brought up last night, I believe, or yesterday afternoon. I think I forget who brought it up, but he said, "Oh, he's a cancer." Excuse me, in the locker room, and I was gonna put that he's lazy as well.
Correct.
There were so many times with the Yankees, he didn't run down the first, or when there was a pass ball, he took his time to go get the pass ball. You can't do that, especially with the Yankees. I mean, that fan base will kill you.
Absolutely, as they did.
Yeah. So he was stuck in, I think, AAA in the Giant system, and he wanted out. So he's not an option. I don't want to see him around. So you have to roll with these two guys. Wallach more than Theis for me. I think Wallach controls the pitchers better.
He does.
Than Theis would. As long as these two keep hitting, you have to roll with them because I don't think anybody else is ready. And then, excuse me, like I mentioned, there's got to be somebody. Let's just say if there's an injury to either one of these catchers, knock on wood. Maybe there's a catcher out there who's not getting playing time somewhere else, and you kind of like what you're seeing out of him, the hitting and the catching. Maybe you can make a trade for him. So that could be another option.
But two things I've noticed, though, from both these guys is defensively, they've always kind of been there what they are.
Yeah.
They're not spectacular, but the confidence in Theis's swing and his ability to take walks, Wallach has a longer swing and will tend to strike out a little bit more, but he'll also go to right field a lot like he did tonight. And he will work a walk a little bit more. Both of them look confident in the box. And I think that's what the Angels have been missing. So the last 2 years. So to get both these guys batting now over 260 is phenomenal.
Mind-blowing from what we saw out of Theis before. Being the 4A guy that you kept telling about him.
That's never going to make it, yeah.
So Fabio, with the hair, I had a long day at work, and I was a little down that the Angels were sucking. And then I got hella happy when we came back, and that was the feeling in the stadium.
Yeah, it was a coup de grace because, again, a lot of these people were having a good time on a Friday night. Shout out to Hunter's dad who bought us a couple beers tonight. Everyone was in a good mood, but the game was just in a bad flow. So it's like, it's somewhere to be on a Friday night. You know, we wanted the Angels to win, but they just didn't come through. But wow, what a nice little treat at the end, right?
That made the whole night happen. Sydney saying Detmers is going to be dominant tomorrow. He was pitching so well until he wasn't in his last start.
Correct.
Yeah, he's been up and down, but he's been way better.
Yeah, he had some error issues too. You remember those? That was a game where Rendon booted it twice in a row.
Oh yeah. Boston.
So hopefully he gets back.
I really want to see him develop into the pitcher that you pick at number 10. Hey, you're the guy, and you better act like the guy or pitch like the guy. Infinite saying finally win in extra innings. Vetter saying I'm named after Eddie. My dad is a huge fan. Boom.
There you go.
Hearts and thoughts, they fade away. Alex saying we'll be there tomorrow night, hoping for the same atmosphere, and hopefully you can link up with us somehow. DM me at ToddFox.
Or just look for a clown tomorrow because I'm going to be clowning around tomorrow all over the place with my rainbow hair and my makeup. So look for me tomorrow in the stadium.
There'll be pictures and DM Halos in the Infield on Instagram. I'm at James Session 89 as well, so we'll be there. Sean Ireland mentioning Bochy walks like he had a turd in his pants. I did notice that.
He could have a diaper. He is up in age, so there it is.
What is he, like 65?
Something like that, yeah. He should have been retired, but he's still a great manager. See, look at that. Jumped again. Look at that.
IE Native saying, I like for Loop to never not pitch ever again in the Angels uniform. Now, you were talking about the...
Loop has a hip injury, so he's on the IL. So if you hadn't heard about that, that's just another pitcher to hit the freaking IL for the Angels.
Oh, hamstring.
Yeah, hamstring.
Because that could be a lingering thing for him, honestly. All the torque and all the movement to come home all that time. Yeah, that could be an issue. Efren saying not spicy news. Hearing that, very very cold. In fact.
Yeah, it's probably talking about the injuries. Randy says, I have 2 tickets for Ducks night at the Big A, September 8th. Hit me up if you're interested, $25 per ticket. I think those are good seats. Mateo says, come back, kids. Can we play the Buttercup for the Texas blown save? Well, why not? We'll play a little bit of it.
Why do you build me up, Buttercup, baby, just to let me down?
That's it, because usually we play the whole song when we get Buttercup, we Buttercup ourselves. But shout out to the Rangers for that one.
I did notice that.
Yeah.
Mateo says, I have a question. Why is everyone and their mom going down with Tommy John?
That could be a number of things. It could be just not working or stretching out enough, putting too much on your arm. It could be just the training regimen. Whatever you're doing, you could be lifting too many weights. But it is one of those things where once you get it, for the most part, it's very, very low percentage that you have to get it again, and usually it helps you moving on. But it's a good year and a half before you get back into the pitcher's mound again, successfully. And in that second half, like usually guys miss that entire rest of that year, most of the following year, then they come back and try to find their bearings again. It takes them a while. That's why usually pitchers like, was it Syndergaard that came off Tommy John?
Yeah.
Syndergaard had a good year with us last year because he was already a year removed from Tommy John, and you got the best of him last year. Dodgers got the worst of him this year.
Yeah.
So,
he is giving up a lot of home runs.
I've lot of runs, yes.
Lakers fan in Japan. He's a local knowledge guy.
Correct.
I've seen. I have a newfound love of the 10th inning rule. 10th inning man rule on second. It works both ways, I guess.
Yeah, when it works for us, it's awesome. But when it doesn't, which it usually does, we hate it.
Which is fair.
Yes.
Vetter saying, I won those tickets from the worst show on the radio. 4 p.m. every Thursday. You can win free tickets from
714 tickets. 714 tickets. There you go.
Oh boy, I'm sorry you had to go through that, but hey, you got something out of it.
Yeah,
so
and when he won, he was like,
Yes! Yes! Yes!
and he was like, Roger, you're my boy.
Blue, you're my boy!
I love that. James saying, thanks, guys. Yeah, again, hoping to see you at a game sometime.
Yeah, James is awesome.
Yeah, Dan Reel saying Modelo's Anheuser-Busch, so no tranny beers. Well, I guess I'm changing right now.
I like this beer.
Shake me. What was it? Josh saying, why I drink Guinness?
Ooh, that's just Guinness is so thick. I can't do it, dude.
That.
That's what she said.
Normally I like thick, but
That's what
I
she
guess
said.
not in that time, I guess. Mateo saying, nice.
Cocky. I want balls and
All right, we get it. You want John Stamos.
What was it? Mateo said, hey, nice play by Rendon at third, and that was earlier in the game.
Yes.
I think that saved a run, to be honest with you.
Yeah, he saved a run and he gave one right back. He threw that one into the outfield.
And then he did nothing to make the winning run happen except stand there.
Did you notice when everyone was celebrating, he still had the bat in his hand?
I did not.
Okay,
I
'cause
did not.
he had the bat in his hand while he was high-fiving all the players.
He's like that. He's just
weird.
an odd person, mellow, and
Yeah.
Dan Rios said, watch the recap. That was a passed ball, not a wild pitch. Jonah effed up, and that's what I was wondering what they were gonna rule that.
Mm-hmm. Boy, you got the coughs tonight, bro.
I don't know what happened. It's that Modelo flu.
No, okay.
Was Nick House saying just got back from the game. Holy shit, that was amazing. Yeah, hopefully he got out of the parking lot fast.
Yeah, that took forever for us to get out of there.
Vetter saying, I feel like Hunter Renfroe looks more like Tim Salmon than Trout. I don't see that.
No, I don't see that.
How dare you?
Dan Riel said, hurry the show up. The coronation of the new king is coming up. JK, fuck the king.
Oh, the
Elvis?
I don't know if he's talking about that or is LeBum, one of the two.
Okay.
If it's a wild pitch or a pass ball, I don't care. The Angels won. Yeah, you know.
Yeah, it don't matter.
We were talking to him. Shout out. That's what's his name? Why am I blanking
Vince?
right now? Yeah, Vince. So we ran into Vince, and we were all like just talking in the tunnel right there, like kind of down on the game at the time, and then it just turned around.
You know, it's just funny because I look for Vince, but I never noticed that was IE native. Okay.
Yeah.
Mateo say, I brought it up. I just want your guys' thoughts. David Rosca saying athletics should move to...
He always says
What?
that. He always said that. I just...
Ew.
If anyone says, please don't drink and drive. We're home right
No.
now, so yeah. We didn't
Yeah,
start...
we're good.
Yeah, we're good.
Mateo says, someone give James water.
I drive for a living, so there's no way I'm going to get drunk. I'm just saying that right now. I've done this too long for me to mess up my career. So
Texas deserves the circus music.
Oh, they want the
Mateo
circus
says.
music. Okay, shout out to them. Or they can get the, what is it called? The Bad News Bears. That's the old theme right there.
Yeah. Did you like the second, the newer version of that movie?
The one with,
Greg Kinnear?
No, not really. Not really.
It was alright.
The older one is still the best.
Todd said, or I'm sorry, Mateo said, Todd, I will be at the game on August 19th.
I will be there as well, my friend, because I got to meet Mateo. He's been a longtime fan of this page since the beginning, so yes.
I'll try to be there, too.
Absolutely.
Lil Wayne saying, looks like Perry compromised with the fan base calling for Loop's DFA. He gave us a phony injury to buy time on that decision. And that's what everybody was saying on Angel's Twitter.
Yes.
On all the IG comments. When you guys wrote in all those comments, that's what it felt like. Grandmaster saying, at first I was thinking Todd was gonna have to do his sound effect of you play ball like a girl. Like,
You play ball like a girl!
Yes, exactly. That was the picture right there.
Yvette says, damn, I was leaving when I heard going crazy.
Oh, you left the stadium. And then Yvette, too, she got. If you're at the stadium and you see that we're there, please come by and say hi. We would love to take pictures with you guys and post it or tag us there, too, because Yvette's been a longtime fan of this show, too. She's won stuff through the merchandise, which we're going to get into in late May or June. It's when we're going to start doing all the giveaways, trucker hat stuff, and trivias. So moving forward,
I think she meant that she was leaving when all the runs started to score.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Too. Yeah.
Grillmaster saying, "Oh, Syndergaard, I'm Thor." Stop.
Come on, that joke just doesn't deserve a exactly.
Rally Chris, who I read some comments about. Great night tonight. Angels come back to win, not actually tied for first place, percentage points behind.
Yes.
And the Padres defeated the Dodgers down in San Diego.
Yes, sir.
Whatever it was. So Grillmaster saying the Manfred rule sucks. Get rid of it even if we win. I don't mind it for regular season.
I don't like it in general, though. I'm kind of with Grillmaster on that one.
For once.
Yeah. Yeah.
Efren says, holy crap, everybody out for surgery. Somebody should find this Tommy John guy and stop him.
You know what? I was going to get a jersey at one point because it was like 4 years ago when the Angels really had a lot of guys on Tommy John. And I was going to get an Angels jersey. It just said Tommy John on the back because, I mean, it's happened too much. And it used to be with our old training staff, but now you've got like 2 or 3 guys now that have had it this year on the club. And in the minors, there's 2 guys as well. So we got 5 Tommy John guys.
And the irony of that, he pitched for the Angels, I think, back in 1985.
Correct.
What was it?
Kyle Strange.
Kyle Strange mentioned Shades of 2002. We had the Rally Monkey tonight. This type of win can propel us far.
It can.
Yeah, we hope.
William Blast saying
Syndergaard was not good for us last year. Yeah, and then he couldn't hold a runner on first.
That's true. I mean,
imagine this year.
He was decent, though. He was decent. Kyle Strange's comment, though, they actually played at the end when they got those runs. It said, "Believe in the power of the Rally Monkey." I haven't heard them say that after a rally inning in forever. So when they actually played that in between innings after Neto got out to end the inning and they were tied at 4 going to the 10th, I hadn't heard that in a long time. So that kind of brought back chills. That was kind of cool.
That. What was it? Grillmaster saying balls and John Stamos.
Okay, let's give him one more time because he loves the balls.
Tonight, it's time for you to check out what I want. I want balls and John Stamos.
Saying I was on hold for 30 minutes and had to listen. Ooh, he had to listen to that show.
Well, then you deserve those tickets.
And how?
You should have got them, man. Damn.
Grillmaster saying I.
Did you lose it? Oh, there it is.
I have the sneezes sitting out in the cold during Wednesday's baseball game versus USC. Did a number on me. Dan Rio saying there's glizz in the Modelo.
Jizz.
Oh, there's jizz in the Modelo.
That's
uh-oh, gang.
Wait a minute. If it's causing you to cough, why am I not having a cough? That's not good.
You must have got a vaccine.
Yeah, shut up, man.
Mateo saying, boy, that team just sucked last night.
Oh, this is just the...
Yeah, Mo, that team sure did suck last night. They just plain sucked. I've seen teams suck before, but they were the suckiest bunch of sucks that ever sucked.
It's amazing that guy who does that voice, who looks nothing like Homer.
Exactly.
But he's awesome. Dan Rio saying, King of England peasants, fuck LeBron and the Queen of China. Oh, okay.
Yep. King of China.
Josh should agree on that statement as well. Grillmaster saying, shouldn't we be playing the Lone Star Ranger versus
the Rangers.
Stop. I native saying big negative on the Vince gentleman. Huh?
I'm not sure.
Huh?
Oh, that's not. It's not Vince.
So that's not.
My bad then. I thought it was my bad.
Grillmaster said the fact that I met Todd in person before Mateo surprising.
That is true.
Okay.
That is true. Right here is Mike Trout clutch.
I'll let you answer. I don't want to get in.
So far, I mean, he had one good game so far in the clutch. We need him to do that more, but he has been. I mean, you can't argue with his 300 hitting, but yeah, he didn't get the opportunity tonight. They took the bat out of his hands, but I will say this though, that was a clutch hit to get the first run in. So that was 8th inning. That's when you want him up there to do the job. So he did get one right there.
It's a clutch walk.
And now you know.
And knowing is half the battle.
G.I. Joe.
Oh, wow. Mateo's saying, what happens to Warren? All I saw was he's going to need Tommy John.
A year and a half, brother.
Oh,
a
yeah.
year and a half.
So, Willie, shout out to you saying 5 wins in a row. Hopefully, we'll see you tomorrow. Mateo's saying...
yeah, let us know if you're going to be there tomorrow, Swilly. We'd love to say hi.
Grill gets the Pac-Man sounds.
Yes, he does. When his jokes come on, it's more like...
Swilly also says Ghost Runner's ass. Now,
I agree.
Yeah. Oh, God. Grillmaster's saying when Will Smith gave up those runs, he was probably saying, wow, the Angels just slapped the shit out of those balls against me. No. Mateo saying, Todd and James, question for both of y'all. Do you think the team is starting to turn the corner? No, not yet.
It's too freaking early to talk about that. What I want to know is, can they finish May strong? If we're finished May strong, and say for instance we're 5, 6, 7, 8 games over 500, then I'd be like, yes, we're much better than last year, and there is a good possibility, this team could be playing in September, October, meaningful games.
That's where we need Nevin to be really hands-on.
Mm-hmm.
Like, unlike Madden was, and don't lose the locker room. Mateo says, and I like that he says this, he's like, please give Heidi a like as well as a 5-star review.
Yep.
A Grillmaster saying 714 tickets.
714 tickets. 714 tickets.
I'll let you do that. Mateo saying, obviously Grillmaster met Todd before me is not surprising. I'm up in North Cal. I did not know that.
That's true.
Infinite 91 saying, what are your thoughts on velo?
Well, the velo didn't matter again tonight because it's all how they drop in, man. I mean, those hits were falling, and if they fall in front of the outfielders and over the infielders' heads, I don't care if they're going 500 miles per hour or 2 miles per hour.
Fine grass.
Exactly. That's all you want. It's like we said the other night, hit them where they ain't.
Or find the turf, or find the warning track.
There you go.
I don't mind that either, or go over the wall. Better saying we will win the series against the Rangers and the Astros, and that's my Rogers lock.
Uh-oh. He's locking this one down with his Rogers lock.
Dan Rio saying, first time anyone walked Trout to get to Ohtani, and it nearly worked.
It almost did. Almost did.
Cowboy Carlos, Wills Wallach scored from second. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. Like, go, but he had enough.
Yeah, he
had a good lead off second.
Was he the one that almost didn't touch home plate? Like, it was close, or was that somebody else?
No, that was the rain. No, that was the first run.
Oh, that was the first one. Okay, yeah. But Wallach, yeah, he turned it on, man, and he almost had that home run swing too. I was really hoping he would get it out of there, but
let me do Grillmasters. Viewer discretion is advised.
Oh, jeez.
Swilly says, yes, I will. Shout out to you.
Well, come by and see the clown tomorrow because we're gonna be clowning around.
Clown car, clown show.
Yep. It'll just just go to the sound of. And by the way, if you have kids there and you ask nicely, I'm going to have a bunch of Thunder Sticks.
Oh,
I'm going to be giving away brand new Thunder Sticks to any kid that asks for them. So,
I'll be security around you and make sure nobody gets too close.
Yes.
You want a picture? Come on. Derry, our playoffs vetter says,
oh,
I hope.
Yeah, playoffs is something that this franchise needs because, we haven't had much of it because whenever you ask an Angel fan about playoffs, they usually give you this.
Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs. You kidding me?
And then we start crying. Yeah, that's
I
usually
always
what
wanted
happens.
to do that on this show. Dan Rio saying, show goes off tomorrow. How dare you walk me?
How dare you?
That was good timing.
Right?
Grill saying, I guess,
I'm getting good at this.
Yeah, having Estevez unavailable yesterday worked for the scenario. And that's what I was mentioning to you yesterday. Because you're like, why was he pitching? Well, sometimes certain players need a day off.
I guess.
When they're at real strong positions, if you need the final outs, if you're the main guy, sometimes you need a day off on those off days. Just an option. I like that handle. I was at the game tonight. Wowzer.
Well, man, dude, I'm telling you, that's how we were tonight, too. We were very, very excited. Very, very happy, dude. And if we would have ran into any of you, we would have been like this.
I know that, dude.
I love that. Was it Swilly saying the way our team gets pinch hits is insane, by the way, needs to be studied.
Hey, that's a good thing right now. So
that's always very clutch. Todd, you should add Lodge's 714 for ticket sound effects since we say it.
I wouldn't want to infringe on his.
Yeah, he'll get after you.
Yeah.
Mateo said, who's talking playoffs? Yeah, not yet. I don't even. This is probably the first day I looked at the standings, honestly.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that.
But still, you got to try to win, right?
Oh, no.
Hello? You play to win the game. You don't play to just play it.
Exactly.
Mateo's saying, James, can you play the highlight of the walk-up, please? Again, Again, I'm not James. James just played.
James just played a goddamn soundbite.
Chad the Walker. That's a bad call.
How dare you?
No. You don't like that call. I don't like that call.
Not a very good call.
I love that soundbite from Rome. Rome, clones, a Swilly. Todd's down to clown.
Hell yeah, I am.
It's going to be nice. Chad, stop it. Grill. Mateo said, town, where's the clown horn?
It's right here. I just can't take it into the stadium.
It's a clown rule, bro.
Just put a Biden mask on. Save the children. See, that's funny right there.
These nuts. Got him.
Oh, man.
Got him.
That's too much.
Now, Mateo says, I want playoff baseball, damn it. And we all do. We're starving.
Absolutely.
For that. Lakers fan in Japan saying Angels went after Uvalde twice, and I believe he didn't sign here. Let's be his ass tomorrow. I did not know that, honestly.
Yes, they tried to get him a couple times.
Mateo said, I'm quoting James, hi, it's the sheriff's department.
I don't know.
Vetter saying Todd needs to wear the thong tomorrow,
so
we will win.
No.
Remember, that's if 10 in a row. We're halfway there.
I'm trying to get into the stadium, not try to get kicked out of it. So, yeah.
At the tailgate. Let's do that.
Okay.
What was it? Mateo saying Texas had us dead to rights, and we woke up. And then we woke up.
Yeah, they were dead to rights right there.
Infinite saying, should we have a secret password to get Thunder Sticks so only fans of the show can get them? If there was more of this group out there.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys were all coming to the game, if you guys were saying, Heaty or something like that.
Save that for the tailgate.
Yeah.
Which I want everybody to come.
We'll have a lot more Thunder Sticks by then. That's for sure.
Tickets.
Yeah.
I hope. Rally Chris saying, I can't wait for tomorrow's Angels look to win the series and the Lakers go up 2-1. They're trailing 2-1 in the series.
Yeah, I think they're gonna be.
You mean the
down.
Warriors going 3-1 in the series?
By the way, the Dodgers lost tonight, so I think I heard a lot of Dodgers fans saying,
Go fuck yourself, San Diego.
Yeah, I heard a lot of that tonight.
Love that. No, I didn't say that. I love that. Grillmaster saying you should add the Rick Osley "Never Gonna Give You Up."
Yeah, I gotta get to that one.
Let Todd just do his thing, please.
Yeah, and I think Dodger fans are also saying this.
They named it San Diego, which of course in German means a whale's vagina.
I forgot all about that.
And right now we're on a 5-game winning streak, so that means we are.
Sorry, we're going streaking through the quad and into the gymnasium. Come on, everybody!
Yeah, let's go.
Is KFC still open?
if we get 10 wins in a row, I'm gonna be in a thong
time.
and be like, "Come on, everybody, we're going streaky."
I'll join you from a distance.
Here we go.
I like Grills saying, "What about the Price is Right victory song?" I would love that.
Oh yeah, dun, 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 dun.
Dun, dun,
I
dun, dun,
should have
dun.
that for the giveaways too. When we give away jerseys and hats and whatnot for the trivia when they win.
Somebody picked $1.
Yeah.
I hate when that happens. Vetter saying Lakers are gonna lose. I hope so.
He says F the Lakers and F the Doyers. I like that comment.
how?
I like that comment.
Mateo saying Thunderstruck is a good song by AC/DC.
A good closer's walk-in too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Grillmaster mentions Kershaw lost today. And that's like the first time he lost in San Diego in forever. I can't remember the last time that happened.
Yeah, unfortunately, he's been super legit down there.
Yeah. Mateo saying Warriors will be. Oh, I'm sorry. It's two games. 2 games have been played. That's how much I haven't been able to watch. But he says. He's a
man.
Warrior fan. That's right. I don't know what's wrong.
You are coughing.
Talking. Out in the cold like that too. Probably wasn't good. The Warriors will be up 2-1. Vetter saying, I saw Old School today. Such a good movie. Now, believe it or not, I don't think I've seen that whole movie. So I got to get on that. Dan really.
Whoa, excuse me. You haven't seen Old School?
Not all of it, no.
What?
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff I think my mom didn't allow me to watch until a certain point. And I never got back to it, to be honest with you.
It's classic, bro.
That's what I hear.
It's classic.
And it has the right brother in that.
Yes.
Not the other one, wow, but the other guy.
Yeah.
I forget the brother's name. So Rio saying Loop is out. Who got promoted? It was
Wentz.
Wentz.
Yes, Wentz is
back. So the grill Wentz comments will come back probably. Grimace said, "Oh, you would use Seek and Destruct for my walk-up song, or maybe Space Truckin' by Deep Purple." I don't know.
You serious?
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Raleigh Chris says, "Sorry, Mateo, Warriors ain't winning tomorrow." You
yeah,
guys should
they
put
are.
a bet on that,
they
honestly. It's a battle of Raleigh Chris and Mateo. Mateo saying if he build it, he will come. Cowboy, I want to say Cowboy Curtis so bad. Remember the dude on the Pee Wee Herman?
Yes.
Oh, Lawrence Fishburne. Speedy recovery to Loop, but he should take all the time in the world coming back. That's a nice way to put it.
Yeah, he's on the 15-day IL, and but it might be longer.
Now, try to hear puts a great question up there. Where's Herget?
Herget's right now in AAA Salt Lake, and he's being used as just a pawn because none of these guys up here on the lineup or in the current roster, have any options left. So Herget's options were used so that he could sit back down there in the minors and give some of these other guys time to whether they're going to stick or not. Unfortunately, he's going to lose a lot of playing time up here because of that. He wasn't having a spectacular year, but he wasn't bad either. I still think the best was yet to come from him. So for him to get demoted, that kind of sucks. But I think he's in the same kind of situation that our boy Fletcher's in.
Right. Okay. Grill says you don't know their songs are good. Yeah, some of them I don't really know. They were before my time. Why isn't Mr. Facial Hair Tapera have been pitching? He just came back, so maybe that's why.
Yeah, he was on the IL for a little bit.
Yeah, Dan Rio saying, okay, but Warren is out too. Don't we need another?
Well, what they did with the transactions from what we've seen so far, where did I put it right here? They had
Davinsky.
Yeah, they had Davinsky was the other guy called up for Quijada.
And Silseth.
Yeah, and Silseth. So
those are your...
Those are your two guys they brought up, and then officially Ryan Tapera was brought up. Option down was Wentz, and then Wentz was just brought up for Loop. So there you go.
Vetter saying, Chris, the Lakers are getting the gentleman's sweep, and I hope that's the case. Mateo has a question for me, but for both. Do you want to re-sign Tapera? And remember, that was a question of the day this morning. Was Fernando, right?
Yes.
He said, do you want one or the other? And I put in, I don't want either.
Yeah.
So there's my question. I don't want him back.
I think you need better veterans next year. I think we've seen the Loop and Tapera show already. There's still a chance, though, that Tapera could fine-tune and pitch similar to what he did 2.5 years ago. But it's a slim thing. I think whatever you get out of him this year would be great, but I wouldn't want to be depending on him in the 8th inning. And I don't think Davinsky is going to be the guy in the end, or even some of these other guys we got. I think you're going to have to get someone dominant to go there. If Esteves is the man, you need someone to set him up good that you could trust night in and night out on the 8th inning.
Right. Grillmaster saying we need Herget, man. Yeah, that's true. Rally Chris saying Lakers will not lose this series. Mateo saying Warriors in 6. Vetter agrees with him. Grillmaster with good news that Herget has some years left of control. He is under club control till 27, so that's really good. Seeking Detroit Slaps by Metallica. Rally Chris saying Mateo, you type it wrong. You meant Lakers in 6 or 7.
No, he meant Wong on purpose because of Grillmaster's jokes. Remember?
Okay. Rio saying James stop in the gliss. You're gagging.
he can't get through a sentence, Dan.
Can't.
He's got
almost stop.
He's got all kinds of stuff in his there too.
No, I took care of that earlier.
This alcohol is causing him some
emotional damage.
What is it? Mateo saying Eddie, if the Warriors contain AD and LeBron, we will win the series. Stop, Grillmaster. Mateo saying stop with the loopy joke.
Just go down to here.
Yeah. Infinite saying I'm here for the Terry Smith grills. I did notice that there was a picture I think around opening day or something. I was like, oh, I never knew that. I'm sorry, I never knew that. It is bad though. It is bad.
I love it. The last time though that was mentioned, there was kids on here, or at least young ones, that, like high school kids. They were like, "What's a grill?"
Oh no. That makes us sound old. Vetter saying LeBum is not clutch. Warriors have figured out the Lakers and will mess with them. You make me loopy, Mateo.
Oh,
Real stop.
God, please stop.
You want a phone call?
Yeah, let's get to the phone calls before we get out of here. 714-598-3221, the number to call, 714-598-3221. We'll take a couple phone calls and read a few more of these. Terry has wooded teeth. We better sand him back into shape. God damn.
I gotta find that. I gotta find a picture now. Please call it.
Wow, dude. That's
give us
tough.
filler. Call it and give us filler. Yeah, there we go.
There you go. It's the Halo Honk line.
Yeah, I'm calling for Coachella High School.
Oh, boy.
It's the home of the leprechauns.
No, Coachella Night.
No, it's leprechauns. You have a pot of gold somewhere.
Yeah, we beat the Texas Rangers.
Yeah, Texas Rangers, dude. Big win, right, tonight?
Yeah. Now we got to do it tomorrow.
Love you, Terry.
Dude, Texas, they scare me in the beginning of the season because they play over their heads. Was it Garcia's got 32 RBIs already?
Yeah, that's shocked the heck out of me, but he's going back to his form, which is great, though, for Texas.
Yes, and that's good because we need him not to do much in this series. Their lineup, does it outside of Simeon and him, does it scare you? Rally Chris?
No.
So you're thinking this is a flash in the pan, it's mostly pitching?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like those responses.
What's your prediction for the rest of the series since we stole one tonight?
I think we'll probably steal another one tomorrow, but then that game on Sunday, nah. I think it's a loss. It's Suarez pitching. It's a day game. Yeah, you can probably see a home run derby on Sunday.
I really want to believe in Suarez. Like, I've been on that bandwagon all year, but dang, dude, like, I don't know, man. I just don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So,
because I could probably see Jonah Heim probably hitting a home run off Suarez on that day game.
Yeah, I could see that too. Hein the last couple of years has put some pretty good run support up against us. So he's a good catcher, right? / DH or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens. By the way, Dan's telling you how much he loves the Lakers. Okay.
Man, a few words.
Yes. But hey, but it's okay, man. Look, I in Efren saying boo this man. I like believing.
Thank you.
Yes, I mean I like believing too, but I gotta see more from Suarez because again, Suarez was my boy.
Blue, you're my boy.
Suarez, you're my boy. But he's been making me cry.
That deserves a Halo honk for Todd.
Yes, exactly. But Chris, man, we'll see if we can hook up here in a week or two for the 19th. I'll let you know here soon.
All right, going to beat the stupid Texas Rangers.
Hell yeah.
All right, Mateo saying, don't get me started on a Disney. Vetter saying, where's Big Hammer? Seriously, I think he's partying. That's why.
Yeah, he right now. Big Hammer's.
Hey, Thice.
Well, no, he's this one.
I'm so wasted.
Bro.
Yeah, or this one.
It's a way of looking at that way and saying, hey, bud, let's party.
Where'd you get
this jacket?
Yeah, I love that. Where'd you get this jacket?
I got it from the station. Anyway.
Yeah, that's
Stan,
nice.
Stu Nahan, shout out.
I can't play the first part of that one, though, where he goes, those guys are...
Oh, yeah. No.
Can't play that part.
Oh, no. Grill saying time's up. Yeah, he was done. Dan saying get Steve some whiskey. Before Steve. Urkel.
He meant James. Get James some whiskey.
Grillmaster saying, why did the old man fall into the well? He can see that well. Stop. Stop.
It's an automatic.
I like Vetter. He said Terry Smith and George Washington are the same person.
With them teeth, right? I will say this, bro. I will say this. If Grillmaster ever goes to an open mic, I will pay to see that. I will pay to see that. Yes, I will pay to see that. Because then I'll tell the crowd, I go through this every night. I hear these every night. He needs to come up with better stuff. I know he can be funny. He's done it before. But there's been few and far between of the... So... He says, how dare you bring those jokes onto the chat?
How dare you?
Mateo saying, Suarez, you're my boy. Dario saying, oh no, not Chris. Tell him, fuck the Lakers and maybe
LeBron's
next explode. Careful. Efren says, boo this man. I like believing. I like what you said there. Grillmaster puts up, we also realize Sunday starter is Martin Perez. He's the best pitcher outside of DeGrom McCrafty.
He's going to be good. He's going to be tough.
He is. Grillmaster saying Hammer is hammered. I don't know how you get hammered off of, Mountain Dews, but whatever.
Well, just wait till you taste the Shirley Temple. That's all I'm saying.
Mateo says, hey, kid, lay off those high ones.
Oh yeah. That's this one right here. Where is it?
You should start charging for these.
I know, for the request, right? It's just
like all these people on YouTube that does all these shows. They have these donations, so you read the comments. So the person reads the comments.
Yeah.
That's the biggest scam in the world, isn't it?
It is.
That's terrible. Grillmaster saying, damn, I thought my joke was good. How dare you? Vetter says, Grillmaster stand up at the tailgate.
Now that I would pay to see.
Okay.
Yeah.
Boo! And we'll just start booing and throwing stuff at you. Grillmaster says, though, thanks for the slight praise.
Oh, he knows.
Todd, you're my boy. Mateo says, first pitch to Rendon, and the ball gets away. Here comes Neto, and the Angels come back to win. They beat the Rangers, light that baby up. Like, excuse me, like Todd said, you should get a recording of a broadcast.
Yeah, make a call, dude. Make a call and we'll post it.
That's how a lot of people get their start, if you're into that. I know Bob Costas sent tapes out to whomever. That's how you get started. Grillmaster says, oh, Shirley, you can't be serious. I am serious. Don't call me Shirley.
Yes.
Yvette says, Grillmaster is a dad making really bad dad jokes. The funny part, he isn't a dad. Not yet.
That we know of.
That's
that
a
we know
scary
of.
Thing.
Yes.
Grillmaster says, if you throw stuff at me, I will say Todd's 3 favorite words. Huh?
Well, I know he likes to say Steve Elise's favorite words. By the way, here's this one. I finally found it.
Hey, Kit!
off of those high ones. I like the high ones.
Mule.
Nag.
You know what's funny is like I was trying to figure out where that came from, and I found it out the other day.
Mm-hmm.
I just forgot all about it.
A League of Their Own is probably
Right.
one of the best movies ever.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Vetter
absolutely.
says, James play that Trout hit in the 8th. I'm not James. Any more calls? We getting any more calls?
Yeah, I think we might be done if we don't get another call
Mateo
here.
says, and the ball game is over along Mark Gubazan, Erico.
See, he's already
Eric
doing
the
the
Wester.
sign-offs for Bally's and everything. That's what I'm saying. Let me
Let's
take
do that.
really quick thing real quick. I actually have some tape. I have to dig it up. But it's like I started like messing around with this stuff in high school, like doing calls, like trying to like watch games and then record it to a crappy stereo with a little tape and with a little karaoke microphone. And I'm telling you, with today's stuff you can do on your phone and everything, you don't need all that stuff, but it was fun to do back then. But it's cool to see if you've really got it. Let other people hear what you do. And if because what happened with me is I interviewed my mom on her deathbed, like to get stories. I never was into any of this stuff. Never had any equipment. Never was a thing of mine. I just did that when I was in high school to goof off, and I made fun of like being a radio host. And when I played it for my friends and they got to hear my mom and how I was interviewing her, one of my friends was like, dude, you got a voice for radio. And I was like, really? And then that's when I hooked up with Matt, and then we went on LA Talk Radio and stuff like that. So that's how it all started.
I
dude.
never knew that. Wow.
That's how it all started.
The more I know.
Yeah.
Dan Riel says, time
by the
for-
way,
Smart thinking.
Now I know.
And knowing is half the battle.
Of course, I was saying the NBC slogan, "The more you know," from the 90s.
Oh,
Remember?
that's right.
All those all
Yes.
the peoples would get on there.
Yes.
Dan Riel saying, "Time for shot."
Yes.
I need to get the peanut butter whiskey. I
Ooh.
should bring a bottle of that up next time. Have it down from San Diego. Vetter saying, put James and Todd in the booth for a game or an inning. I would love to do that. Honestly, when we do, you know how we did
yeah.
the Apple TV one,
Uh-huh.
I would love to do an inning with you and then with Dominic or whomever. I would love to do that. That's one of my visions.
Well, I think what this year we're going to do here pretty soon is we're going to do a telecast with on live, whether it's here or Instagram, and freaking have a watch party like we did last year with the live score and the box score working either from like ESPN or Yahoo or something, and then we'll be on there too, and then we'll be reading comments and calling the game as it goes, like, hey, 3 balls 1 strike here, let's see what Ohtani can do. And because we did that with Houston last year. Yeah, but
and that game went so bad.
That was terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, anything that could go wrong went wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, this time I think have less guests and also, like, maybe me and you take a shot at it.
I would love that.
Fernando and Dominique take a shot at it, stuff like that. Because too many voices is too much, and then also you have too many guests is too much. So we want to keep it focused on the game and the comments from people.
Because I would love, I go after, I do my style like Vince Scully and Marv Auer, Dick Enberg. There's all these people I've listened to in the past, and I've tried to have a synopsis of all of them all in one. That's what I try to do.
Yeah.
In my mind. My Grillmaster saying, my call on this walk-off win, Sabor's in to get the final 2 outs for Texas. Bottom of the 10th. It's tied at 4. First pitch. It gets away. Here comes Neto. The ball game is over. The Angels win 5-4.
There you go.
We forget that. What a comeback. Dan Rio said, oh, did you see that play by the Rays Wander? I didn't like that, where he flipped the ball to himself. So he got a ground ball.
Mm-hmm.
And as he's making his way to throw to from second base to first, he flips it in the air, grabs it, and then throws it to first. So just to, like, if he messed that up, he would be on the bench.
Oh, yeah.
That's all he did. Got the ground ball, flipped it in the air, caught it, and then threw it.
Tampa Bay's doing video game stuff and winning, so that's crazy.
It's like, it's so bad. Mateo said a deep drive to right field, way back and gone. The drought is over. The Angels are going to the playoffs. I will cry if that happened.
Yeah, and it might happen this year. You never know. Grillmaster's talking about that one song. It's 3.
Oh,
three-
no.
We don't mention that. We don't mention that.
it. Vetter saying, everyone tells me I have a radio voice. I had a podcast for a while. I miss it so much. I just need to lose weight because I sound like I'm breathing.
Well,
badly.
no, because what you do though is I think sometimes you clam up and you don't let your personality out. Sometimes James will just get into a real real sarcastic. If you're into to what he's talking about, you can catch his jokes and it's hilarious. So sometimes he clams up and sometimes he just I don't know. It depends on your mood, but sometimes, bro, like right now you're flowing nicely, and usually when he's doing his thing, he's flowing pretty nicely. It's all the jizz he's drinking tonight.
It would have to be the way Harry Carey got through all those games, Bud
Hey, everybody! Take 3 outs of the ball game.
Lee Smith in for the save. Hey,
Cubs win.
I love that.
Yeah, check out Will Ferrell Saturday Night Live. Harry Carey.
Hey,
Yeah.
would you eat the moon if it was made out of barbecue spare ribs? Huh?
It's a simple
It's
question.
a simple question. Hey, oh, I love that. Yvette saying my nephew kept saying the Angels DJ sucked. Now I wonder if it's a generational thing. I noticed the songs have become newer. Hey, we got a phone call.
The songs change way too much, so I'm on board with you on that one, Yvette. It's the Halo Honk line.
Hey, Todd!
I'm so wasted.
What's up, man?
Dude, guess what? I was just partying with the girl.
I know that,
I was
dude.
just with some girl.
Uh-huh.
Dude, and I put my arm around him.
Wait a minute, Big Hammer. Are we going somewhere with this? Because Vetter said it's about ready to go off at 12 o'clock. It's 12:01, and you're talking about getting close to a chick. What's going on, man?
Dude, so my friends picked me up
so
in the car,
wasted.
and they had 2 girls with them. And one girl was like all nice and cuddly, and she let me put my arm around her. And the other one joined in on the way home. Yeah. I got dropped off.
He's winning.
So how happy were you, man?
Dude, I was like, try not to get something. I'm like, really holding it. And I was like really holding everything back. And I was super happy. My friends were taking pictures of us, like snuggling and stuff, and it was super awesome.
Oh my
So nothing embarrassing happened, right?
No, I didn't get something, and yeah, I didn't get something on the way home. I was like, come on, not right now, not right now.
Yes!
And then
Yes!
yeah, I was just like super happy on the way home.
My man.
There you go, man. I mean,
And guess what? We stopped for a little bit, and I almost kissed the girl.
oh man. You almost had a moment where you were so happy in another area of your body, you were like, so.
Come on. And then they didn't. And then they just dropped me off and said bye. And I'm like, lame.
Oh my god.
So Yvette raises a serious question. She says, is Hammer out for Bible study at 12 a.m.?
No, I'm just getting girls at 12 a.m.
How dare you?
That's the best time, I guess.
Wow.
It's when the hammer turns on their shark in there and goes like, there's my seal, or like, there's my prey.
There's my hammer.
You're gonna lay the hammer on
There's my nail.
down.
There's my nail.
Wow. You are the man.
Yeah.
You're the man tonight.
Did you watch?
Yeah, I had a pretty good night.
I bet, and the Angels won, if you know.
Dude, they walked it up. I was in my seat.
He didn't even know.
Yeah, they walked it up. I was gonna go celebrate. I was like jumping up and down. I was screaming, and I was like, man, I gotta get out of here. I gotta go party with my friends. And then I got girls.
Oh,
you know the little hammer, when the girls were around him, were telling him,
Do it! Just do
Come
it!
on, girls. Come on.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I almost got to have one sit on my leg. I got, you can sit on my leg.
Oh my gosh.
New achievement unlocked.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's my story for tonight, Todd.
That is.
But
shit.
hopefully
Here we go again.
the Angels can take the series again, and hopefully we win tomorrow night.
There you go.
I'll be watching tomorrow, and maybe Sunday if the Padres finish off the Dodgers early.
I think this is one of your
wait.
best calls.
I'm so wasted.
No, I can watch both games because the Angels play before Dodgers, so I'll be watching both games, and Dodgers and Padres on night show, so I'll be watching that game. But other than that, go Angels, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.
See ya,
You
Hammer.
gotta have a good night, Hammer.
I want to read Dan's comments real quick in the Lou Brown voice.
All right, go for it.
Thought of Lou Brown on that play by the Rays player. Nice catch, Hayes. Don't ever fucking do it again.
Exactly.
I love that dude. Mateo says ball 4, ball 8, and he's walked the bases loaded on 12 straight pitches. How can guys lay off pitches so close?
Ball 4, ball 8. Low, and Vaughn has walked the bases loaded on 12 straight pitches. Boy, how can these guys lay off pitches that close?
It's just funny, dude. I've seen that movie so much, and it's still never. I never get tired of that. Vetter says, "Loosen up." I think I am now for sure. Big Hammer saying, "Yo, Big Hammer, everybody's
most
saying
wanted
you're
man,
most wasted man on earth."
XNC, my boy, Big Hammer.
Getting it. Vetter says, "Hammer, you sure it wasn't a dude?" Oh no, Vet, I love that. I don't think it was Bible study tonight.
That's
unless
not Bible
it was something
study.
else.
Yep.
Vetter saying Hamill's study at midnight. Yeah, it's a cult. Grandmaster saying somewhere I bet Hammer is trying to play Sex Drive, but I never heard of it.
He would not have known that song.
Yeah, no, all he hears is like the beach songs or the ocean
The waves. The waves.
There you go.
Yeah.
94.7. The
wave.
I love that. Vetter says, imagine Hammer crossfaded. But we want to get him to that point.
Yes, on Shirley Temples.
That's it.
But the thing is, you remember 94.7 The Wave? They'd always do this. It'd be like, it's 59 degrees on. Oh, no, it's Coast.
It's Coast 103.
On Coast 103.5.
Currently, it's 52 in Burbank.
Yes.
It's 57 in Norwalk.
Dan says the Middle Lake.
And it's 57 degrees along.
No, the coast.
The coast. There's always like a 5-second delay, and I loved it. Infinite said, "Did he just get blue balls?" Oh, my. Better saying Hammer's little Hammer was saying hi to all the ladies. That can be an awkward thing. And that pokes out, and then everybody's like, well, what is that? Hammer saying, or Grill saying Hammer feeling all that disaffection.
See, that's what Grillmaster's pulling it out right there. That one right there.
Congrats on your It's the first one. Oh, my God. Hammer says, yep, pretty good night. Oh, my gosh. Oh.
This show's off the rails, people. This show's off the rails.
Says, welcome to Hammer's Erectile Dysfunction, episode 69. Now, that was funny.
Yeah, see? Now he's pulling out the good stuff. So
it just got to be with other people, and then he disses them. That's the way to do it.
Oh, wait. It's 57
degrees along, or in Pico Rivera.
In Pico Rivera.
Hopefully, we can meet up sometime. Yvette says, Crush from Finding Nemo would love Hammer.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah. Dude,
Crush, Thice, and Hammer are all the same guys.
And Spicoli.
Yeah, Spicoli, because they're all like, dude, I got some gnarly waves in. And they're all, slap, yeah, that can't wait to hit the waves, bro. That's Hammer the whole way. And there's nothing wrong with that. We love you, Hammer, but
all of those forces connecting will blow up the world.
It would, because he's like, I like girls. I had a ride in a car tonight, and there was 2 girls like rubbing up on my thigh.
Oh my God. Anyway, tomorrow the pitching matchups.
They were rubbing my Matt Thices.
He might be in the lineup tomorrow, to be honest with you. Nathan, if he homer.
Wait. Did Wallach do good?
Yeah.
He's on the bench tomorrow. Let's see. Also, Renifo did good. He's on the bench tomorrow. So anyone that did good, and by the way, Estevez will probably be not able to pitch tomorrow.
Who knows, man? Uvalde will pitch for Texas, and Detmers will go for the Angels. I'll do the pregame show hopefully around 3 or 4. Yvette saying, I hope Hunter is asleep. It was good to meet his dad and the other son.
Yeah,
he's awesome.
Hunter's got a huge. Actually, all his brothers and him. His father was saying that they got 5 games to go to tomorrow between the kids, and they have to travel, all these different games. Hunter's got 2 games or something like that tomorrow, so he's been busy. I can't wait for him to start calling again. His calls are great.
That's why all those, the moms and the dads, the parents, they get all that credit for them making the MLB.
Yeah.
Think about all those games you have to go to, you have to sit through.
Mm-hmm.
Hammerson, even better when you guys say it.
I love you, man.
Oh my God. A veteran saying Hammers gets a hard on from a girl saying hi to him.
He's all, dude, that is so cool.
Dan Rio said, send Bud Light to the Rangers clubhouse.
Well, there's plenty of Bud Light to go around if you've seen the stores. They're practically begging you to take it.
I never noticed.
Yeah.
Because I went out and got them.
Yeah, so it's there's a lot sitting there.
Yeah, I never noticed. I went for the good stuff.
Are you still coughing right now?
No, I was looking for the other beer.
Oh.
Tonight, it's time for you to check out what I want.
Wow.
I want balls and John Stamos.
Well, we're at probably the latest we've ever been. It's
I didn't even notice that.
It's an hour and 20, and we've done I've done an hour and a half and stuff like that. But since we started the show and to have this many people on, I really appreciate it. We've already gone over 150 views. That's pretty sick already, and for live people coming on both platforms, that's awesome.
Vetter saying Hammer is Will Ferrell in Old School. Mateo is saying Billy Joel Uptown Girl. Okay, I do like that part of Step Brothers. Remember it's only the band at the wedding or the party only plays Billy Joel songs, but in the 80s.
Oh yeah.
And the one guy keeps saying, play the 70s hits, and Horatio Sands gets all pissed. It's funny.
Another part that I don't know if you saw from Old School when they're singing at the wedding.
No.
You never seen that one?
I'll watch it tonight.
When he's like, when I need you more than ever, I fucking need you. The guy does a wedding singer moment, dude.
I'll check that out.
Yeah, either that or we'll watch it tomorrow, man. Let's watch it tomorrow.
Big Hammer says, oh yeah. Was it Grill Master says it's 54 degrees in Newport Beach. It's Infinite says it's all right. It's the weekend. God, I've been up since 7:30.
Yeah, I've been up early too.
Hammer saying, Grill saying Hammer named his thighs Matt Stops. Jeez. Hammer saying yep, and it's Saturday, and I'm going surfing, and yeah. Vetter saying I understood half of what Hammer said, but it was funny watching you guys laugh. That's the funny thing about it is he'll say the same stuff over and over again, but then the way he'll say it, and then if he gets really excited, I shouldn't say that, but
it has a double meaning tonight.
Yeah, tonight it does, and how. Let's
yeah.
This has been fun. The Angels won, by the way, 5-4 in 10
that
innings.
happened a couple hours ago.
Yesterday it happened.
Yeah, yesterday. But here's the thing too. Out there, we want to just thank everybody for being on late and also joining in on the show and the chat. We love it. Spread the word. Tell all your friends and family about it or whatever. If you don't think it's a family show, tell your friends at least about Halos in the Infield and what we do. And then also, if you can. If any opportunity comes up where you need tickets, I'm telling you, there's no sales tax. Everything, the price you see is the price you get. Roger Lodge isn't lying to you. I wouldn't lie to you because I rode my bike down Catella many years while I dreamed about John Stamos on my handlebars. I would not lie to you about the price you pay is the price you get with 714 Tickets. 714 Tickets. And when you want to sit in the 800 level at Anaheim Stadium and dodge the pigeons, you can just call 714 Tickets, and we'll give the tickets away at a Stamos price.
Mateo mentions UCLA basketball and Bill Walton. Yeah.
You know I bring him up because of you, right?
Thank you for that.
Every time, because this man has met Bill Walton.
Oh,
He had a
so
nice
happy.
conversation with him. He's, so even though he's an SC guy, he still has love for Bill Walton, and especially because he used to call Clipper games, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he does the ESPN college basketball games for Pac-12, and it's just, you learn something from it. And then it's funny, I hated him when I was younger, but then I got mellower.
You appreciate him now.
And then, oh, God, yeah. No truck stops here. We've got a game. Let's go. Maybe for July 1st, I'll find a tie-dye shirt. I don't know.
Yeah.
Lots of things will be happening. Hammer will come with his hammer. Who knows? The Angels won, better, a vet saying, "Welcome to the days of confused." Brought to you by Halos in the Infield. Special guest star Hammer. That might have happened.
I need a soundbite of him saying, "Dude, we won."
Vetter saying, "Yeah, you should bite that off." Vetter saying, "This is not."
Wait,
the time
what?
to go
I should
after-
bite.
No, the bite. Get the sound bite off. Oh no, I caught myself.
I know.
Whoopsies.
I should bite that off.
That's what she said.
Infinite Roger says Roger is like Hammer tonight with John Still. Grandmaster saying this show hasn't been an amazing 2-day experience. It's true.
Like the last time too.
Yvette saying my insomnia is kicking in.
back in.
Yeah. So we'll see y'all.
Yeah, hopefully
Tomorrow.
you can get some rest tonight. Try some melatonin. Orange juice works for me, by the way.
Orange juice.
Yeah, I don't know. I drink that and I knock out like a baby. So
Wow.
we'll see. Yeah. Hey, Crush, how old are you? 150, dude. I'm still young. Hammer's really.
Stop.
And with that,
Bye.
have a good night, everybody. Let me just flip it into the obscure ending.
I like that.
Yeah, ready? Good night, everybody.
Bye, Felicia.